How's it going? Dr. J here in the sauna with another Thrivespinecenter message. And the message today is very simple, and that's symptoms are not the problem. Symptoms are the effects of a greater cause. And this is why we have such a drug problem in this country, because it's a one-size-fits-all, and they present drugs as the solution to your symptoms, which again are effects of a greater cause. So everything from depression, increased stress, anxiety, things like that, all of those things are just symptoms, right? Just like back pain's a symptom, just like numbness and tingling is a symptom, cancer is a symptom, diabetes is a symptom, high blood pressure, all of these things are symptoms, yet we want to treat them like they're the problem. And anytime you're dealing with symptoms, what you have to do is search for what's causing the symptoms and treat the cause. And the problem is drugs will never, ever cure anything, right? Because Big Pharma wouldn't make any money if the drugs actually cured anything. So what they do is, Tony Robbins asked this question, and he said, how many of you guys know people who are depressed? By a show of hands, and 90% of the room, their hands went up. And he said, how many of those depressed people do you know that are taking antidepressants and they're still depressed? Everybody's hands shot up. So I think it's crazy that we're taking drugs to try to mitigate the symptoms, yet we're still suffering with those symptoms. It just doesn't make any sense. Not to mention the side effects from the drugs, right? So the absurdity in medicine is to, basically just treat symptoms, never addressing the cause, all the while the person's just getting sicker. Now hear me out on this. I'm not saying that drugs are essentially a bad thing. I don't think they have any moral value, good or bad. I just think we're way over-drugged in our society, and to think that, these drugs are going to solve problems, they don't. The United States makes up 5% of the entire world's population, yet we take 75% of the entire world's drugs, and yet when it comes to health, we rank 37th in the world, compared to 43 other industrialized countries when it comes to overall health and well-being. We're almost dead last. So obviously the drugs aren't working. That the war on cancer was announced in 1976. Have we gotten any closer to curing cancer? High blood pressure, heart disease, all these things are on the rise. Diabetes is on the rise. Cancer is on the rise. So the reality is, if drugs really worked, we'd certainly be a lot healthier because we take more drugs than any other country on the face of the planet. Now, for me, I haven't taken a single drug in over 10 years, and I'm crazy proud of that stat. And that's because I live my life a certain way. I'm getting ready for a workout, and I'm sitting in the sauna right now, already sweating like crazy right before the workout. So I move my body on a regular basis. I try to eat as healthy as I can. And the most important thing I do, one of the most neglected things, is I take care of my spine. I make sure the integrity and the alignment of my spine is sound. And how do I do that? I get adjusted by chiropractors on a regular basis. I don't adjust myself, even though I am a chiropractor. That's kind of the irony of it. I can't adjust myself and take care of my spine. I go to chiropractors regularly, about 3 to 4 times a week, just because of how active I am with my body. And you need to have a spine that's in alignment. You need to have a sound functioning nervous system. You need to have brain-body connection at 100% so your body can be firing on all cylinders and you have the greatest potential to function at your highest level. So this is Dr. J with another health message. Make sure you make today and the preceding days healthy days for you, yourself, and your family, and make those healthy decisions and ultimately just choose to act. Right? We suffer from the paralysis of analysis. A lot of times we analyze things and we try to figure out and come up with an exact plan. A lot of times what we need to do is just take action. You want to exercise? Well, start by moving every single day. You want to start eating healthier? Throw away all the junk food that's in your house. Those are very simple steps that you can actually apply today. Anyway, Dr. J And remember, in order to thrive in life, we have to get away from this survive mentality. Align to thrive.